is Lindy Toom. Welcome to the podcast where I talk about my knitting, crochet, some spinning, basically anything yarn related. It is April 23. Oh my goodness, where did the month go? It's been about 4 weeks since I recorded last. Been busy. Mostly I went and visited my family for the first time in months. It's about a 4-hour drive, so that threw off how much I got done and all that stuff. Anyway, so the things I've finished in the last 4 weeks. We'll start with the stuff that I was working on previously. I finished my Brioche Cowl. It is the Faux Braid Brioche Scarf pattern by, I do not know who. I did not write it down. But, yeah, I'll link it. I'll link the pattern. It's a scarf pattern, but I didn't have enough yarn because this was just a practice project with some leftover Lion brand wool ease. And you can see where I attached it. Not super great, but I apologize if you can hear a lawnmower or weed whacker. We live next to a park, and they've spent the last 2 hours mowing and weed whacking. And unfortunately, if I don't record now, it's not happening for who knows how many more days. So, it's now or never. Okay. So that, super pretty. I love brioche. I actually have a shawl saved on my queue, and I just bought the yarn for. It's just arrived today, actually. Don't know when I'll start that, but it's on the queue. Okay, next thing is I finished my Hogwarts Scarf. So wonderful. It looks so great. I haven't blocked this yet, so it's looking... The fringe is awful scraggly, but yeah, it needs trimmed and stuff, but it'll look much nicer after I get it blocked. But the pattern is by Lauren Kent. It's a free pattern, and it just looks, yay, my little nerd heart is so happy. And the yarn is Patton's Classic Wool in navy and brown mustard. Looks really good with this sweater, doesn't it? Anyway. Yeah, and of course, naturally, I get it done after it stops being cold. But, oh well, it is what it is. So that's done. And next thing is, these are, okay. I have dubbed these my vaccine socks because I actually started them and was working on them when I went and got my first vaccine and wore them 2 days ago when I got my second. Super. The pattern, though, is the Wood Nymph socks. And yeah, I got sock blockers. Anyway, I'm excited. They just arrived this morning. Yeah, they're a little loose on here because, like I said, I wore them a few days ago. But these are the Wood Nymph socks. And excuse any messiness because, like I said, just wore them 2 days ago. Wood Nymph socks by This Handmade Life. Eye the Partridge heel. And that. I'm a little bit frustrated. I love Eye of Partridge heel. It's a little too wide for my heel. I need something that I can't do straight stockinette. I need to make it, I need to do the regular heel flap stitch. I don't remember what it's called at all. But yeah, so it's a little bit loose in the heel, but they're still so cute. Still so cute, and I love them. The yarn is actually from Knit Crate. The Knitology Super Sock. It was from August of last year in the color Tuscan Sun. Just so pretty. As you might be able to tell, I like golden yellowy colors. Okay. Next project. Kind of a regret project. It's not that it's not pretty. It's that it didn't turn out quite like I'd hoped. And it was a time waster in a way. I'll get into it more in a minute, but it's really pretty. It's kind of a stash buster, I guess, is what that was the excuse. But the pattern is called Shawl Mimosa by Viola Garcia. Oh, I'm sorry, I butcher names. It's kind of what I do. But yeah, it's so pretty. It's nice and long. Like, I love the yarn. It's fall happy colors. It's red. The yarn is Red Heart Gemstone in the colorway Jasper. And it's 100% acrylic. It's something I bought last year sometime. It was one of those, like, it's just, the colors are so pretty and I need it purchases. It was probably on sale. I don't remember. But, no, there's one problem with this shawl. Is the bottom edge is too tight. It has no stretch to it. So it's hard to actually wrap around and lay right. So yeah, like, I can't just throw it on without fussing a lot with it to make it lay. It's just a little frustrating. And I know how I could have fixed it. Oh, by the way, this is a crochet project. I didn't mention, it's a crochet project. When I want to do something super fast, I have a tendency to do something crocheted because it just goes really fast for me, especially in bulky weight yarn. But no. Oh, these tassels are wonderful though. Once again, not blocked and kind of crinkly. And anyway, so I have this really bad tendency when I have big projects on the needles that I get antsy at a certain point, and I go, well, it's going to take me so much longer to finish it, so I'm going to start a quicker project. And then I just keep doing that until I never finish the bigger projects. And I've decided to stop doing that, especially after this. And I'm so mad I wasted several hours working on this over a weekend. And I could have probably been really close to finishing the lace shawl I've been working on, which I'll show you right now. It's coming along beautifully. We are rounding the bend. We're so close to the end. It's like 20 more rows, but unfortunately those rows take about 20 minutes each right now. So I've still got a few hours to work, but it's turning out so beautifully. This is the Vernal Equinox shawl by Lenka Kamora. Uncertain. Can't remember for certain. But it's in, it's in the color Cranberry, Knit Picks Gloss Lace Weight. It's a wool silk blend. Yeah. It's a wool lace blend. But it's just, oh, it's so pretty. And like I said, I've got about 20 more rows to go. Yeah, I'm so excited for this. But yeah, if I hadn't stalled making the shawl, this other shawl, the Mimosa shawl, I could be pretty close to done. Oh well. Oh well. We're going to focus on this and my Wiola cardigan, which I've not made much progress on. I worked on it a little bit, but worked on it a little bit. It's still looking really pretty. Oh goodness, I'm all tangled. Give me a sec. Okay. Oh no, still tangled. That's what I get for not organizing my stuff before I jump on camera. Anyway, it's looking, oh, what is that? Piece of paper. Helpful. It's looking so pretty. I'm so excited. I've not been working on this as much as the lace shawl just because this I know I'm not going to wear much until fall comes around. It starts cooling down again. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to finish this in the next month when it's cool now. But, I mean, actually, I could have to work on pretty much only this. But, and I'm not a monogamous knitter or crafter or anything, really. Yeah, not good at it. Oh, and this is, in case this is the Wiola Cardigan by Kristin Wiola Ødegård. I'm knitting it in Cloudborn Highland Sport Weight in the colors Moss, Heather, Oatmeal, Dark Teal, and Caribbean. So pretty. Okay, I'm kind of whipping through all this pretty fast today. Guess I kind of felt like getting to the point since I've been not getting around to recording for so long. But, so I finished a spinning project though, this last week. And it's a fail. And I'm so upset about it. I need to tell people, I need to vent. So, it's this beautiful, white, fluffy, this wool, so fluffy. I actually have, this is 3 ounces. I have another 3 ounces. This was from the Paradise Fibers January of 2021 Fiber of the Month Club. This was their blank canvas box, the Simply Socks blend. It is a 80 Targhee wool, 10 viscose bamboo, and 10 Tussa silk. And I added some Firestar. And I know those of you who don't spin are like, what are you talking about? It's a wool, bamboo, silk blend, and nylon blend. Anyway, so I messed up somehow. And I think part of the problem was I had this on the wheel for so long. Because I would do a little bit here, a little bit there, and I just wasn't focusing on spinning so much. So, I mean, it looks pretty okay from the outside, right? But you flip it to the inside and it's super overspun. But also, it's not just overspun, it is splitty. I don't know if this will focus at all. Come on, don't focus on my face, focus on the yarn. Come on. It's super splitty. And it's only half of it. The first half I spun because I chain plied it. And the first half that I plied, so the second half that I spun the single of, it looks pretty good. This was supposed to be a fingering weight. It's meant to be for socks. Like it turned out okay. Not excellently. And I tried to do a fairly high spin because it's socks, and I was trying to do a little thinner than I guess I normally do because a 3-ply fingering weight. And I don't have a fast flyer, just working on normal flyer, and I thought I had enough speed, and I did for half of it. The other half, I do not know how I did not spin it. I do not understand how I managed to spin it so loosely. I tried to spin it tighter so it would, and it's just even worse. I don't know how I managed to mess it up that bad. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It might just sit on my spun yarn shelf as a reminder of mess-ups happen. Mess-ups happen, and fails happen. Oh well. Kind of like my shawl over there. It's pretty, but it's a little bit of a fail. I mean, not a fail like this, but I could have done something else. And this is actually, this I finished a while ago. I just finally got around to washing it. See, I'm perfectly capable of plying and making, not overspinning, and it being just so nice. I'm capable. I'm capable. Also, I just want to show off because look at how sparkly it is. This is going into a sweater for, hopefully that'll be done before next Halloween. Hoping. Okay, that is mostly what I need to talk about. I did get my Yarnables box, and I don't know what to do with it. This is the most beautiful yarn I think I've ever seen. No, not really, but also yes. This is so my colors. Look at this. I cannot bring myself to make this into socks. This is, oh, and it was Stormwatch was the name of the colorway this month. I cannot bring myself to make socks out of this. I just can't. She actually, apparently, this, oh yeah, by the way, there's the label. Yarnables by Hypnotic Yarns. So, I can't remember her name. The lady who hand dyes all of these yarns. She ended up doing a pre-order for those who have the box for more of this. So I may have bought 2 more skeins of this for pre-order because I love it just that much. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I can't bring myself to do socks. Just wanted to share that because it's so pretty. Shall I show the haul of yarn I got today? Sure, it's right here. I kind of did a fail again because I went to buy these sock blockers and I went to buy some pink sock yarn for my youngest daughter. She's been asking for pink socks. I had some old pink acrylic mix yarn. I could not bring myself to make socks with it. Just couldn't. I also can't knit with acrylic. I can do blends, but no 100% acrylic. Just, it squeaks, it rubs wrong on the needles, and I can't do it anymore, which makes me sad because there's so many old acrylic yarns I have stashed away that I would love to knit with, and I just can't. But anyway, so I went to buy this lovely pink yarn because websyarn.com was having a sale, and the Cascade Heritage yarns they were on sale. So I went, oh, perfect. And get the sock blockers and move on. But no, I couldn't. Absolutely couldn't move on because so my Wiola sweater I'm knitting in the Cloudborn Highland Sport. Words, I'll remember them. So all the Cloudborn yarns are on closeout. They're all discontinued. And so they were all on sale. So I ended up with a whole box. Oh, let's not show my address. I ended up with a whole box of Cloudborn. I have this for a specific project. This is the Highland fingering weight, which is a 2-ply by comparison to the Wiola. The sport weight's a 3-ply, and this is of course I grabbed the black. It's a 2-ply, so it's a little bit more rustic-y. I guess it kind of reminds me of the Knit Picks palette, that similar kind of not super smooth, a little bit fuzzy, great for color work. So this is for a sweater that has mostly solid one color with just a, with a little bit of color work of black. That's what this is going to be for. Eventually. Eventually. And that brioche shawl I was talking about, that's what this is for. I saw this green and went, oh, I need it so bad. It looked a little more yellow online. It doesn't bug me that's a little more green than I thought it would be. But oh, look at it with that magenta. This is the Highland Superwash Sock Twist. So it's kind of a high spin. It's actually high spun, kind of like that my socks here, the wood nip socks. But this is magenta is the pinky purple color here. And then it's citrus green is the green. And then the gray is gray heather. Oh, and the one I just showed, slate heather, and that's the other slate heather and black. But yeah. And then the next thing I got was the Superwash Merino fingering weight. It's a beautiful single ply. It is in the color antique white. But yeah, it's just, I love a good single ply, and oh, the color, this white color. I think this might end up being another shawl. I don't know if I can bring myself to do a lace shawl for a while still, but, and I have some pink lace weight in my stash, like a hot pink. So, I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to stop buying yarn for a while. Oh my god, I've bought so much yarn the last 2 months. So much yarn. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand my life right now. I'm knitting a lot, but I'm not knitting this much. But I have heard it said, buying yarn and knitting and crocheting are all separate hobbies. So, this is just one of my hobbies. It's a bad hobby to have. Whatever. I enjoy it, and it looks pretty on my shelf back there, which I've actually done a little bit of work to organize that space. If I can, right there. I put up some shelves to hold my Swift and my my ball winder, and I've got a bunch of knitting needles and crochet hooks there, a basket full of my blockers and all sorts of stuff. A sign that will get hung up eventually, and then all my yarns down on the shelf, and yeah, it's starting to look pretty. Hopefully I can move closer in that corner at some point, but right here's where I get the best lighting, so I don't know, I'm still working on all of this. This is kind of hard. Kind of hard. Just figuring it all out. I mean, this has been fun. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be on episode 3 if I thought this was boring and I didn't enjoy it. But getting it, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. Anyway, that's all I've got going on right now. Hopefully, I get a lot done on this shawl and this sweater. I am going to cast on another pair of socks. Probably my daughter's socks. That's going to happen soon because I need a mindless. Because that's part of it. I got some of this done, the scarf and the socks, because it was mostly mindless. And I need to have a mindless project. And my Wiolas and my lace, my Vernal Equinox shawl. Those are not mindless knits. So I need a mindless knit. So, gonna probably cast on a pair of socks. I've got so many other things on dock. I really hope I can get a lot done in the next few weeks, because I'm itching for that next project. That's just where I'm at right now. I'm just itching to get stuff done and move the next project, which is why I grabbed quick projects lately. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I've got to talk about. If you have a massive amount of projects on dock too in your queue, Message down below. Tell me what you're most excited about. It'd be awesome. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.